Hey, everybody. It is your girl, Nat Martin. One second. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Nat Martin, and this is Talk with Nat. The topic of conversation that we're going to talk about tonight is going to be talking about, are you committed? So, a lot of people will say things like, yes, I'm committed to doing something. Yes, I'm going to be um, doing whatever I'm doing. Everybody has things going on. Everybody has a project. Everybody has tasks. Everybody has goals. Everybody has something going on. And one of the things is that we want to know, are you committed? Because just because you're doing something doesn't mean that you are committed to doing something. You could just be doing it to take up time. You could just be doing it to say you completed something. But a true commitment. So let's talk about what's commitment. Commitment is going to be something that you are going to identify and you're going to say, I am going to do this. And to make it a real goal, give it a time frame. So I am going to do this in this amount of time. So you have to know what's your level of commitment. So on a scale from 1 to 10, one being I am not committed. I don't want to do this thing at all. I'm just like over it. 10 being I'm fully committed. I'm all in. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So I want you guys to look at whatever you're working on. I want you to look at whatever the task is, whatever the project is, from scale 1 to 10. Are you committed? Put it in the chat. I want to see your commitment level. Put it in the chat. You don't have to put exactly what project, because you might be trying to save it and then release. That's cool. But I want you guys to put from the scale 1 to 10, what's your commitment level on what it is that you're working on now? 1 being you're not committed at all. You're kind of just going through the flow. 10 being I'm all in. So like this thing is going to happen no matter what. All right. Okay. I see some 10s. And that is amazing because you want to be committed. When you're committed, that means that you are going to be focused and you're going to be determined. And those two character traits is what's needed to actually exceed and meet your goal. Because when you have no commitment and you're trying to get something done, it's almost like you want to pull your own teeth out because you're fighting yourself to do something you don't want to do. And a lot of us, we actually do that a lot. A lot of us do that a lot. A lot of us will actually say, I want to do something, but then they're not committed to doing it. And it's like a battle. It's an internal war within yourself of you trying to commit to doing something that you don't want to do. So what happens? What do you have to do? You have to go back. You have to go back to the drawing board and you have to figure out, first of all, how important is this task or this goal? Yes, we have to figure out what is the importance. If I don't do this, what will be the consequences? What will happen? Will my life change? Will my livelihood change? Will I let someone down? Those are the things that we have to figure out. Because some things that we're putting on our plate and some things that we are doing, it's not beneficial to ourselves. So you have to really self-identify with what is it that you're wanting to do? Is it realistic? Because again, I'm guilty for this as well. Some of my goals is so big, they are attainable, but we have to be realistic in actually making a time frame. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you an example. So an example would be something like losing weight. Everybody knows this is like something that everybody can understand. So if today is May 18th, and I say, I want to lose weight, that is not a great goal because it's nothing. It didn't tell me anything. It didn't give me a time frame. It didn't tell me how much. It didn't tell me nothing. It's just some words that's in the atmosphere. And that's what a lot of people say. Oh, that's my goal. No, we have to have SMART goals. We're going to be very specific about what we want, We're going to measure it. We're going to make sure it's attainable and then realistic and in a time frame. That is a SMART goal. And I teach that. So we want to make sure I want to lose 10 pounds by June 10th and weigh, I don't know, 140 pounds. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and look at that goal. Is that realistic? Is it very specific? Is it measurable? And is it attainable and within that time frame? So most people can't lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So that might not be a realistic goal. So when you're setting your goals, you want to put maybe they can lose 10 pounds in 60 days. That way, it's a safe cushion in there that makes it very realistic to lose 10 pounds in 60 days. Like that can happen. I know for a fact that can happen. So when you are saying that, that's the first part of the goal. The second part is the commitment. The second part is the commitment level. So what is the level of commitment? If my goal is I'm going to lose 10 pounds in said amount of days, okay, how committed am I? Am I going to work out once a week? Am I going to work out 3 days a week? Am I going to do 2 a days? Am I going to eat right? Am I going to, stretch and do yoga and everything else that's going to help this body just come together? Well, if their commitment level is a 1, they ain't doing none of it, period. Not at all. So we have to know the commitment level. Now, if their commitment level is a 10, they going all in, coach. They're going all in. They're going to be committed to making sure that they do whatever it takes to make sure that they reach their goal. That is the difference of having no commitment to being very committed to the task at hand. So I want you guys to go back and think about your task at hand and what is it that you're trying to do and gauge your commitment level. Find out, am I really committed to this or am I just doing something? And you can be very realistic with yourself because you'll know. You know you better than anyone else. So you know that if you aren't giving your all, who's supposed to know? You will. I can look at you and say, yes, I think you've given 100%, sis or bro. I think you're doing it. However, internally, self-reflection, you will know if you're truly giving yourself 100%. And if you're not, then you have to figure out what's blocking that commitment. What's stopping you from being very committed to giving that 100%. So I'm going to give you guys a story. So here's a story. Actually, 8 years ago today. Y'all don't even know how old I am. Just know 8 years ago today, I made a commitment. Now, this commitment that I made, this was a level 10 commitment. I was all in. I made the commitment. And when I made this commitment, I did not make excuses. I did not give in to temptations. I had 0 distractions. I was focused. And I wasn't just focused, I was laser focused on the task at hand. So the commitment that I made 8 years ago, I decided to do a bodybuilding competition. And I signed up, went, met my coach, actually researched him, wanted the best top coach there was in the whole state of Pennsylvania, went to have a meeting with him. And he said to me, have you done this before? I said, absolutely not. I have not done this before. I've never even lifted weights. I'm an athlete, but I've never been in the weight room. I did not lift weights. I played basketball. I swim. I play softball. I skate. I dance. I could do whatever you want me to do, but I never went into the weight room and lifted weights. So he's like, really? Not my hangout. It wasn't my thing. I didn't do it. So the reason I ended up into this idea of doing a bodybuilding competition was because I had 2 young ladies that I was helping change their lives by recruiting them into the United States Air Force. I was their recruiter. They believed in me. They presented it to me because they saw their vision of me on a stage doing this competition. I did not see me doing any of it because I was not interested. But once I read their reports and I was like, wait a minute, can I do this? I said, I think I can do this. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I met with him. He said, when do you want to start? I'm here today. I am committed to start today. What do we got to do, coach? I'm ready to rock and roll. I committed 26 days, 2 workouts a day, complete restrictions on my meal plans. And I got on a stage. Now, that competition was coming up, so we were actually gauging it as a prep because it's like, whoa, this competition's right here. We still can, prep, but this would be a good first show. Well, I got on a stage and I won. Now, when I won, I didn't know I won because I was laser focused. I was so focused on, shoulders up, chest up, smile. It was just like lights is on me. People are staring at me, and I'm in a bathing suit. And I didn't wear bathing suits at the time. So it was like, oh my God, all these people are staring at me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I committed to doing it and I still did it. So I want to show you guys. Now, the people that's on my Facebook, you get to see this picture, but my Instagram, you guys can't see the picture. I'm going to show you, this is the picture of me in my first competition. Literally, commitment. I committed 26 days, 2-a-day workouts, and I got to this show and I won first place in my class, and I won third place. Hold on, I don't remember. I won first place in my class, and I won third place in novice. So yes, it's been so long ago, I couldn't even remember. I had to look at my trophies. So commitment. This did not happen by coincidence. It happened because I made a commitment. I made a commitment to do a competition. I made a commitment that I was going to follow through. I made a commitment that I was going to listen and trust the process from my coach. I made a commitment that I followed all the way through on the stage. The results of the body was fantastic. I was just like, I kind of like what you did with my body. I'm going to keep the body. I was afraid to get on the stage. So I still did it because I was committed. So again, my level of commitment was a level 10. I want you guys to really go back and think about what is your level of commitment that you are committing to the task at hand. So that has just been a reminder, because sometimes we get distracted. Sometimes we fall off. Sometimes life just brings so many different blind spots and obstacles and things that is going to take you away from getting the task done, take you away from getting the job done, and try to slow down your progress to reaching your goals. Well, we're not going to let that happen. So that's why I want to remind you guys about your commitment and about making goals, because this was a reminder to me. Today, nobody would have told me 8 years later I wouldn't be able to run. Nobody told me 8 years later I would have had 2 surgeries and had to walk again and end up with nerve damage and possibly can never get back on that stage again. I probably can get back on that stage, but it's going to take a lot of commitment. It's going to take a lot of determination. And then we have to make that goal, realistic. With the health problems from my surgery, I probably can't. So it's not about I can't, because I don't use that word. It's probably what's my commitment level? Is it something that I would want to commit to and actually put all in? That may not be where my heart is now. So, I know, I can tell you, it ain't where my heart is now. So I am not committed to trying to train for a fitness competition anymore, because again, I have health concerns. And so those concerns are a little bit more important, but I know that I am very capable. And I know that if I commit and change my commitment level to a 10, it shifts your mindset. It totally shifts your mindset. So if I told you guys right now, commitment levels 1, I'm not doing fitness competition. I don't even want no parts of it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Guess what? You could be like, let's go to the gym. Sis ain't going because her commitment level's at a 1. Now, if I change and shift my mindset and I say, oh, my commitment level's at a 10, and oh, I'm about to train, I'm about to go hard, I'm about to get these abs back, I'm about to just do a full transformation, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to transform, because my commitment level being at a 10, it also brings the determination. It also brings your level of want, your desire, you're determined. So again, it's about not only being committed, but you have to do a mindset shift. So again, my commitment 8 years ago, I decided to do a fitness competition. I committed 100%, 10, I'm all in, let's go. Now, whatever you're committed to today, I want you to really ask yourself, are you really giving yourself 100% commitment? Are you all in? Are you buying what you're putting down? Because some of you are not. And it's okay, but it's not okay if you're not telling yourself the right things. If you're not, how do I want to say this? What I see is that some people will have a goal, and because it's not a realistic goal, they're going, and they're going so hard that they're not fully all in. So it's tearing them up inside. It's making you feel like you're not reaching your goal. It's making you feel unworthy. It's making you feel like you suck. It's making you feel all these different feelings, but we can avoid that if we actually be realistic with ourselves and say, okay, what is my commitment level? And what's stopping me from committing more? Is that realistic? Is this a realistic goal? And should I gauge it? Because we can scale it back or we can scale it forward, because some people make safe goals, meaning, oh, I'm just going to lose 5 pounds, because who can't lose 5 pounds? That's easy. But you want to scale it. You want to make them big goals. You want to have goals that's going to make you scared. Like, oh my God, like that is the big, like, woo. You want goals that's going to make you stretch. You want to be stretched. You got to stretch yourself, because the easy goals, our brain is automatically programmed to do the easiest task. Our brain is not programmed to do anything hard or difficult. So in order for you to grow, in order for you to stretch, in order for you to get to the next level, you got to commit. And you got to make sure you're ready to take on that task and then go all in. So this is your girl, Nat Martin. This Talk with Nat session was just strictly about committing and showing you guys a commitment that I did and how I was at 10 and all in. So just making sure everybody's gauging where they are with, their tasks and if they're being realistic. So go ahead and make sure you follow Coach Nat Martin on Facebook and on Instagram. And if you need help with this, or if you need help with setting your goals and accountability and trying to, streamline these type of things, go ahead and book a session. You can go to talkwithnat.com, book your session with me. We can go ahead and get you all set up and go from there. So this is your girl, Nat Martin. Again, Coach Nat Martin. You guys have an awesome day.